Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live, Crossfire, Arc versus MIR. This is the No Rage Zone. This is a makeup match from a long time ago. It is going to be a lot of fun. I am super excited to be here with you guys this week. It's going to be an amazing week for us. It's like championship week. So first of all, we're kicking off tonight with these old rivals. I mean, they go back and forth since the beginning of Faction Wars. We got Arc traveling to MIR. It's going to be a great match for you guys tonight. Really looking forward to this. What a way to kick off the week. It is our only Faction Wars match of the week because Wednesday night, we got Battle Royale Grand Championship. You have until 8 p.m. tomorrow night to RSVP me if you want to play. It is a Grand Championship opportunity. We do it once a year. Make sure you give me that message and you get in. Spots are limited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Friday night, we're going to go deeper into the story of Christmas Crazy Town. We saw the unfortunate aftermath of what happened to Vox. Ron swore revenge on Gavel. We'll see if he gets it. And then, of course, Saturday, we got our Great 8 Grand Championship Pet Battle. Those 8 that qualified. Show up and support. Have a good time. And next year, we're going to expand it to even more. So I got a lot of stuff to cover with you guys. But who would like just a small reminder, just a sneak peek of some of the things that we're going to do? You know, maybe you think Playdead Live is just about a story or it's just about groups to get together and have faction wars. But I want to remind you guys, within the next 60 days, we are going to launch the portal, likely within the next 30 days. The Kills Cup tournament in January. Castle Strike launches in January. Midway Awards, our mid-season award show. Battle Pets year number 2 kicks off in January. Chapter 38, mind blown. 38 chapters of Playdead Live. Faction Wars. We're going to have a Phantom Fishing tournament and a tour for those of you that like to get up, fish for an hour or so, and a whole lot more. So we're going to give you guys as much or as little as you guys want, but it's going to be an absolute blast. We got so much in store for you guys, and there's this TV show coming back with somebody that we like named Rick Grimes this year. So we're going to be doing Walking Dead content as well. So look, Playdead Live is just one aspect of what we do. We got so much fun stuff in store for you guys. I can't wait. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we got for you guys tonight. So this season, you know, we mix it up. We change the rules. We do new maps. We do all these things every year. You guys ask for a longer season to really get the hang of it. So you can see, take a quick look at standings. I've said this before. Arc, super hot, but they've been playing some closer games recently. So it looks like the competition might be catching up a little bit. We got Arc at 18-8. We got MIR, 13-13. MIR trying to pull away from Vox. Vox eagerly watching because Vox is trying to catch up to MIR. And we got Sly. Sly playing around with some different formats, becoming stronger than ever. And here is your schedule between now and the Kills Cup, everybody. We've got December 18th, 20th, 27th, January 3rd. I don't work on January 8th. This is Elvis's birthday. You know, January 8th is Elvis's birthday. Also, our 5-year launch. Come on, y'all. That will complete 4 full years. January 10th, we got Vox versus Sly. And you can see we got Monday, January 15th, first ever Kills Cup tournament game. So, wow. I know you guys knew we would be doing this, but come on. You guys built this game. You've ran wild with it for 4 years. Unbelievable growth. You guys have been absolutely amazing at how you built up Playdead Live. All right, that's what we got. Let's show you some of the things that we do keep score, because the Midway Awards are not going to be the Max Awards. There's going to be a few wrinkles to it. It's going to be a little more casual, a few more options, maybe some fun Midway season awards, but take into account the PCP points when you vote for those awards as well. They'll be coming soon. We've got Bomber leaders, we got Dow, who thought he was moonwalking into the first place, and Villar said, hold my grenades, Dow. I'm right up on, I'm going to catch you. So Villar only one behind. Take a look at DZ. We got JJ. We call her the captain, but she is JJ. We got Halo, 18 wins. Crimson trying to creep up there, but JJ's been doing some wild stuff this season. Rover, we got Julia and Dimes. Julia with a slight lead over Deadly Dimes. Dimes trying to catch her. We got Sub Award. There you go. There's the captain. 15 Wave Awards. Cat, not too far behind at 9. Cannonball, Justice, pulling away from Craven. 22 cannonballs for Justice. Temple, we got Justice and B-Dub, number 1 and number 2 for those Orb Awards. Take you to page 2. We got the Animal and Shaman Sheila neck and neck. Father Ron and a whole lot of people trying to catch Father Ron with the ruffled feathers. Ron just likes killing things. Stealth Bomber, Ron and the Captain JJ. She's not only the captain of the sub, the captain of the ship, she's also becoming the captain of the Stealth Bomber. White Flag, Father Ron and several people trying to catch him. Watchtower, captain of the Watchtower JJ. JJ, are you trying to get an MVP award or what? Because you're up there like every category. JJ and Ron battling for all the accolades. Craven with 5 Watchtowers. Taking to Strawman, we got Crimson and Craven. We got Vehicle Theft, Ron, Ocean Man, Villar, and Bones right behind. And then the Shattered Stones, the Bullseye Award, Craven Light, and Kel. So, look, the reason we're doing the Midway Awards is because we want to give recognition. You guys put so much time, so much energy into the game. I want to recognize and reward you guys. I mean, look at the Super Chats. We got Bones. Good luck, MIR and Arc. We've got, not sure what happened with, well, Villar Super Chatted, and it got deleted. I guess, Amy, are you testing or what? I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I'm just going to say it like this. I'm going to say, good luck. Everybody, boxes, bundle, burn coin, kills coin, all the above. So, there you go. Amy's like, oh no, Villar, you're not gonna upstage my super chat. So, there you go. All right, thanks everybody. It is date night, right? Trigger messaged me. She's like, excuse me, can you tell me what night? And I'm like, I don't know. Is it Monday? She's like, come on, man, it's date night, baby. Father Ron, what time is it? It is roll time, baby. If you are from Vox, if you are from Sly, give me those numbers from 1 to 20. And you know what? I'm giving away 2 packs tonight because we're only doing 1 match this week. And again, if you have not reserved your spot for Battle Royale, we did this on Wednesday night so we could get all of y'all in here. Make sure you message me by 8 o'clock tomorrow night and say, you know what? I think I want to go in there and get a little jiggy with it. So Battle Royale, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Going to be a lot of fun. 8:30, but we'll probably kick off stream a little bit before that because we'll hang out, chill, talk about the importance of it. All right, here you go. Got those numbers in there. I am giving away 2 packs. So let's see. Let's see who is going to be the lucky winners of these 2 packs tonight. All right, we got our die mod there. Let's roll 1. It is number 7. Somebody got lucky 7, don't they? Nope. Nope. No 7s. Are you kidding me? Man. All right, let's do it again. How about number 2? Nope. Going to do it again. Number 12. Nope. Bet we wished we had football in here, don't we, Dimes? Oh, boy. All right, we're going to roll again. Got to get some winners in here. Do we have a 15? Do we have a 17? Wow, man, you guys keep picking some bad numbers. Nothing. No 15s, no 17s. All right, let me roll it again. Be here all night. Number 6 and number 1. All right, Father Ron with number 1, Dr. Dye with number 6. There's your 2-pack winners. All right, Ron and Dr. Dye back to back, voxing it up. All right, here we go. I'm going to take you to, I think, one of the most beautiful mounts we have ever had. Let me take you to tonight's Epic War Bundle. All right, tonight's Epic War Bundle is as follows. Pay close attention, Deadly Dimes. All right, come on. Come on, you guys give me some 999s. I might do something a little extra here since it's the only one of the week. I'm going to start out with the silver bundle up top. Elixir Extreme, Elixir Steel, Quad XP Potion, Vine Smoke, 5 post-battle pet revives, Graphene Carbine, 1 of each of your waxes. I'm going to take you down to the red bundle. Red bundle, we got Curse Red, Rage, Glyph of Ravage, Combat Orb, Red, Sap. Oh, you know what? You know what? All right, I see those 9s up there. We're going to do it. We don't do it often. Kel gets mad at me when I do, but it is a double bottom bonus. We're going to give you 2 Max 7, 2 Super 8, 2 Hostile 9, 2 Terror 10. Take over to the Curse Blue. Stronghold Speed Potion, Secure, Arc Ice, Enrage 3, Epic. And that bottom row, 2 Gold Summon Skins, 2 Onyx Skins, 2 Arc Sparks. Give you a 100 Loader Grenades. Over to the green, Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Glyph of Carve, Curse Death, Bolster, and you're right, down at the bottom, double Stellar, double Super Thrill, double Max Spark. Go up top, Standard Recipe. You need those for your crafting. Max or Mythic Summon Skins, Immortal Summon Skins, Max Mics come in 1. Remember I announced that? They're not easy to get. It's the strongest rebuild grenade in the game. That's 1 Max Mic. You get the Alpha Pet Skins. And tonight, everybody, look at this. Look at Pharaoh. Pharaoh is an amazing warhorse. What does Pharaoh do? Number 1, these mounts are, first and foremost, they're vanity pets. They're beautiful. So they're always going to be something a little special. There might be some additional ones in boxes, but you're getting a chance to get these in a bundle. So first of all, it's a beautiful piece of artwork. Second of all, it is a mount, which means in Castle Strikes, you can ride it, and the crab clawed goes side to side fast. This goes top to bottom, bottom to top fast. So if you start in the bottom corner and you want to raid up, then this is going to be your pet. It's going to give you an advantage. The other thing it does, we rolled out Amplify this season with the gear. It will double for your turn your team's Amplify on the map. Remember, Amplify doesn't just get played on the walls. It can be played on chests. Can be played in air. You know. All right, so Amplify is pretty special. Zone, wall, or chest. So you could play Amplify in a DZ. You could play it in the bomber zone. You get the idea. All right, that is Pharaoh. Kel, I think we got a lot of people are going to be rocking this mount tonight. And I just don't know why there are no Wizard Rubies. No Wizard Rubies. Did you guys notice that? Oh, come on. Not this guy again. I mean, has he not caused enough problems with all of you guys? What's he going to do next? Roll into your zones and raid you? On a Pharaoh? No! Is that what it's going to look like? Yeah, baby. Look at Gavel. Rocking his own warhorse. We are going to have a lot of fun in 2024 with the graphics, with the images. It is going to become more real to life than ever before. All right, let's check out these bundles. Oh, look, yeah. Father Ron. Ron, look at Ron trying to jump gavel. Ron, don't make us use resin restorers on a Monday night. You die enough on Friday nights. All right, we got B-Dub, Julia, Father Ron, Football, Samurai, Valar, Cat, Dimes, Flyrod, Pope, Dr. Die, Bones, Dow, Justice, JJ, Craven, Jim, Trigger, Kel, and the Deacon. I heard Eric loves castle raids. And not I heard, he actually told me he loves castle raids. So I got a feeling the Deacon is going to be very interested in what's going on with the castle raids as well. All right, everybody, we're going to get down to business. We're going to have a fun match for you tonight. I promise it. These teams are amazing. Let's start this thing out and get to the pre-match buff area. If you are Gemstone, Skylight, Valar, Julia, JJ, Problem Child, Kel, or B-Dub, give me your pre-match buffs right now. Remember, we're going to play fast. We're going to have a lot of fun. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. We got one match this week, and I think it's going to be very entertaining. These two teams, they know each other very well. They always play good games, and I don't think tonight's going to be any exception. So I see Skylight. I see Julia. I see MPC, Valar, Kel, B-Dub. Gemstone. And give me some JJ, and we will be good to go. Where's the captain? There's the captain. All right, take you down to the MIR Manor. There we go. Yeah, you got to see. You got to see them all in a split second. It's like Gavel's messing with time a little bit. Yeah. Never know what's going to happen during this match. All right, we're going to start out. The home team tonight is, of course, MIR, and in the bomber zone, we've got the MPC will be going first. MPC will be followed by Skylight in the DZ. Skylight's going to be followed by Kel. Kel will be sieging from the tank zone, and they chose the battleship. After Kel, we got Gemstone. Jim will be sieging from the bomber zone. Jim is going to be challenging tonight. Caps Lock Kel will be challenging tonight for Team MIR. We got after Gemstone, we got B-Dub. B-Dub is the captain. She is in the rover zone. After B-Dub, we got Julia. Julia is the captain. She is in the rover zone. And then we got the captain JJ in the DZ. And going last is Valar. Game over from the tank zone. Remember, timers are not challengeable, so play fast. And if you do run in a situation where you disconnect, something happens, then have somebody message immediately so we don't do additional counters. All right, here we go. 20-second timer starting right now. MPC, why don't you kick this party off? 20 seconds. All right, Fantasy Island, Boston Main Street. MPC playing boss in 3. Or in 1, we'll cap in 3. Easily beats the timer. And head over to Fantasy Island. B-Dub, you want to take it or you want to pass? B-Dub going to pass it over to Team Arc. Arc is what you got tonight. The mission book. Your mission is got to be the first to 4 straw man. If somebody gets to there first, you don't get it. Got to fear 2 players. Successfully fear 2 players. And cause an avalanche. Julia, if you got it, give me a 999. First to 4 straw men, fear 2 players, and cause an avalanche. You have until round 5 to do that. All right, here we go. Till the end of round 5 to do that. All right, MPC has went. Let's go over to Skylight. Skylight got 20 seconds starting now. JJ, Warrior, boss to their chest. Playing standard, boss to their chest in 1. Go to 3. Warrior JJ. Absorption, Denim to the Flame. MD3. B-Dub does the Denim hit. It does hit. Let's put out that flame. All right, we're going to go over to Kel. Kel, 20-second timer for you from the tank zone. We got Kel, and then we got Gemstone back to back. Timer is up. She beats the timer. She's going to get into the ship. Go to their DZ. Ship. Go over to their DZ. And let's give her a cannonball. Cannonball for Team MIR. Pet Repel. Elmo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction 3. Elmo's going to be a 10-point play. We're going to light a Watchtower. And going to play Woodrow. So get in the ship, movement. All right, so creating a bomb shelter, which means enemy cannot occupy your bomber zone as long as the bomb shelter is up. And I'm going to make that your bomb shelter. There you go. Look at that. Nice little ring bomb shelter. All right, gets in the ship, moves, goes there DZ. Woodrow builds a bomb shelter. Pet Repel. E1 Elmo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction. All good. All right, let's go from Kel over to Gemstone. Gemstone, 20-second timer. All right, Jim playing Mosara. Mythic Gideon. Seal. F4 Rapture to the wall with Mass Destruction. All right, we're going to start with Mosara. Mosara, D12. If it's a 1 to 7, we're going to hinder MIR for that round. All right, D12. She's hoping for a 1 to 7. It is a 3. MIR round 3. All of your players will get a -1. It's a nice Mosara play right there. Mythic Gideon. Going to give MIR a -28 right out of the gates. And B-Dub, let me know about this Rapture. Does hit. All right, we're going to teardrop it early. We got Mass Destruction 6 added to the Rapture. Going to kick it up to about a red eye range. And we'll get to see the wall strength right out of the gates. Black block, 60% of a green block. I got 40 green remaining. Let's teardrop it for a little bit of later use. She got her seal. Everything else is good. We're moving on to B-Dub from the Rover Zone. B-Dub, 20 seconds for you. Got B-Dub, Julia, JJ, and Valar. Easily beats the timer. B-Dub going dark balls to the side chest. B-Dub playing dark balls. Could be worth an extra 25 points if it caps. Played in 1, we cap in 3. She's going to jump into Rover and Sleet Wand them. All right, blue wands are off the board. Let's get her into Rover. Once she gets into Rover, we're going to give them a tire. And we're going to freeze the top block right there. So 1 is a teardrop, 1 is a frozen block. Move to Temple Stairs, put out a flame, and let's get Mass Destruction up to 6 for Team MIR. All right, B-Dub. Driving the Rover, put you right there. And I did not announce this at the beginning, but those 2 big X's that are in the temple means that there is no rage from the temple tonight. Anyone in the temple cannot enrage. Both teams chose the temple as their no rage zone. And she did get a seal as well. Let's put the seal right there. All right, let's move from B-Dub over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Going to play Zysis to Kel. Playing a War Dragon on Kel to prevent Kel from playing War Dragons. Colossal Kang to their boss. Julia playing Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Rover to the Temple Steps. Let's give Julia a tire. We'll drive her over to the Temple Steps as well. Inferno Strawman with Mass Destruction. I got Mass Destruction up to 9. B-Dub, how do you feel about the Strawman? Does hit. All right, let's light Strawman number 1, and 10% goes back to Julia, gets rid of her gear absorption. All right, JJ, bring us home for MIR in round 1, 20 seconds. JJ says, no Cyborg for Arc tonight. JJ, disabling. And she will beat the timer. We'll see JJ again in round 3. No funny Cyborg stuff from Arc tonight. And let's finish it up with Valar from the Tank Zone. Valar, 20 seconds. Let's go. Timer is up. Going to start a nerf timer. She did beat the nerf timer, but did not beat the regular timer. First time failure of the night. Valar's going to jump into tank. Let's give Valar a cannonball. Both teams have their cannonballs and their tires tonight. Mythic Kang to the side chest. Valar playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. All right, Valar playing Holy Avenger. Holy Avenger is going to remove any negative effects from this wall. It's also going to prevent any negative effects from being placed on this particular wall as well. Nothing else bad can happen to it. So I'm going to remove this ice block that the Sleet Wand put on a little bit earlier. It's good use of Holy Avenger. Going to use the Flourish Wand. Flourish Wand's going to take the green off the board. And we're going to put a absorption right there for somebody to run through for Team Arc. Drop a seal, E6 Elmo to the wall, and it's Mass Destruction 12. B-Dub, how do you feel about that Elmo? E6 Elmo to the wall. And she is in the tank, so it is an E7. It's going to kick it up a little bit higher. E7, they got 12 Mass Destruction. This is same thing, still in the red eye range like the other one was, but a little bit more juice on this. So a S7 to this wall. We're going to take down that 40% green. We're going to take down a green block. And so that was 40 green, a full green block, and 70% of a blue block. I got 30 blue remaining. So Arc with 2.3 blue on that side. All right, that is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, I'm going to go ahead and move B-Dub up into the temple. I'm going to move Julia into the temple. And because each are in the temple, let's go ahead and give a blessing to B-Dub. Let's give a blessing to Julia. DZ, I got 0-0. JJ left the DZ, but Kel neutralized it, so 0-0. Strawman, I got 5 for Arc, 0 for MIR. We're going to go ahead and dim this Dragonstone. So Kel dimming that Dragonstone over on the DZ. All right, we should be good. Let's start round number 2. MPC from Fantasy Island. Your move. 20 seconds. Got MPC, and then we got Skylight. Teams are playing fast, playing fun. Let's keep it rolling. Timer is up. Start a nerf timer. Did beat the nerf timer, but did not beat the regular timer. MPC is going to go to the temple stairs. Going to play Mask of Malice. B-Dub, who are you changing into a sniper? Oh, Morb. Okay. So she's playing Morb to turn. Gotcha. Yep. Morb to sniper. It looked like a mom. I guess it was Morn. All right. Playing Morb. So Problem Child is a tank and has a sniper ability. And then she's using the SP3. I got it. I could have just read all the way through it and figured it out. All right, so we're going to go Temple Stairs, Morb to a sniper, then Mythic Kang to her boss. So I'll get the Mythic Kang, be 63. If it caps. Then playing the SP3 to steal gems, Dominari. And then playing the E1 Glitch Grenade, and Sky's going to prevent it. Movement's good. Legendary's good. Pet's good. Sniper ability is good. She still has her prevention. Glitch Grenade is no good. All right, everybody with me? Let's go to Skylight. 20 seconds to Skylight. Easily beats the timer. Sky going to play Red Kang. They got one boss out. They're going to Kang it up. Skylight, Red Kang. Could be worth 50. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. And T10 St. Elmo to the wall with Amplify. All right, so we're going to amplify that, which will stay there. Going to move into range to the no zone. And going to relight the Dragonstone. B-Dub says, wait. Kang is good. Dragon Smoke for the Dragonstone. T10 Elmo to the wall. Gold blue from B-Dub. All right, gold blue. Going to hit Skylight. Going to break the absorption. All right, nicely done, both players. Let's go over to Kel. 20-second timer, Kel from the DZ. Sky playing gear absorption. So she keeps her regular absorption. Kel beats the timer. Thank you for that. Going to go to their bomber zone. So she's heading straight up the coast. Put it right there. Going to play Ghost Ship and Nitrous, Cadet. I'm going to put a hinder on Julia. Julia now with a -1. Nitrous is her potion. Ghost Ship is going to immediately shatter this stone. That red stone up there is out of play for now. It is dimmed and shattered. Let's give Kel a bullseye. Let's also give him a dragon stone. Julia, Cadet to the straw man. Hits her weight. Does hit. Let's put out the straw man. All right, go from Kel over to Gemstone. Gemstone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Thank you for that. Going to play Pet Repel. Talon Skylight back to the DZ. Going to play Amplify. I'm going to move Kel over just a little bit so we can amplify that wall. And we got S6 Red Eye, B-Dub. And this first wall is amplified 1. Second one is amplified 2. So bonus damage to each if it hits. It does hit, and it is an S6 with 12 mass destruction added as well. All right, Red Eye. Jim, tell me the target you want to hinder. Pick a target from MIR, give -1 hinder. We're going to deal the damage to the wall. Man, it is close. It is close. But not quite the teardrop. All right, you take down 0.3. Take down a full block. And you take down 75% of a blue block. 25 blue remaining. So Arc still has a teardrop with the Rapture, but they only have 4.25 left on the board. Going to give B-Dub a -1 hinder with the Red Eye. All right, let's go over to JJ. We skip JJ, and let's go to Villar. Villar, final move of round 2. 20-second timer, starting right now. Beats the timer. Villar going to go to the temple steps. Up. Up, back up, back up. My bad, my bad. Holy Toledo. Sorry, Villar. What? I'm ready to get through round 1. Back it up, back it up. I skipped 2 players. All right. We go from Jim. Villar, you can remove that. I'll remove it for you. B-Dub, it's your turn. Is that the move that you want to go with? Give me a yes if it is. All right, so B-Dub's going to move to her DZ. No penalty for adding the Kang. All right, move to her DZ. Drop a seal. It's kind of lingering, surrounded by seal smoke. S8 Snowstorm with Amplify. All right, so we're going to amplify the black block. And a Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. All right, so B-Dub playing a Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63 if it caps. Does hit. Smart move by Julia to let it hit, to be honest. Why? Because their wall is immune to any snowstorms. B-Dub trying to bait her into using a prevention. Julia says nope. So good plays by both players trying to initiate that. But the snowstorm will have no effect. But it has some nice damage effect because it is an S8. And they do have some mass destruction added to that snowstorm. MIR coming out of the gates. Black block. Green block. 15% of a green block. I got 85 green remaining. Strong hit out of the gates with the S8. All right, we go from B-Dub. Movement, she played a seal. She already had a seal. It wasn't stopped, so it just fizzles out. But you did play a double seal smoke because you played a seal in the previous round. So warning to B-Dub for playing the same smoke twice. It's only a warning this time. I didn't check to see if it was not a max seal previous. It was a seal and a seal. All right, Julia. 20-second timer starting right now. After Julia, we will skip JJ and we'll go to Villar. All right, so Julia beats the timer. Red Watcher to the Watchtower. All right, now it's going to go to Watchtower number 2. So you know there is a Red Watcher there, but also Julia getting some bonus points for the Red Watcher, so 10 points. It's a scoring pet, plus it does a little something. It makes a requirement for that Watchtower to be lit. Move to the tank zone. All right, so we'll put Julia right there in the tank zone. Send a seal over to Skylight. H9 Red Eye loaded to the wall with Amplify. All right, so that Amplify right there is worth 4% bonus. Does hit. H9. This will be the strongest grenade hit of the game. H9 Red Eye, 12 Mass Destruction, and Amplify. So they do have quarter of a blue block remaining. We take out the quarter of the blue block. A little bit of carryover damage is all you need to get rid of the teardrop. After the teardrop is gone, red block, So close. Well, not that close. 40% of a red block. You got 60 red remaining. 60 red remaining. But still, nonetheless, a nice shot with the H9 red eye. Julia, who do you want to give the hinder to? Going to B-Dub again. Got a -2 hinder for B-Dub. And Villar, we're moving over to you. JJ still disabling the cyborg, and you've got a 20-second timer, Villar, starting now. Beats the timer. Villar moving up to the temple steps. So we got MPC, we got Villar both at the temple steps. Going to steal JJ's boss. Thievery. JJ cannot be targeted, Villar, because when someone is deactivating cyborg, they cannot be a valid target. So you do have to pick another player for the SP3. Since you did use the ability, the only person you can target is Kel. So that narrows it down. So Kel, you have no boss. All right, temple steps. SP3 to Kel, because the other two MIR players have used their bosses. Red Watcher to the Watchtower. All right, so we got a second one here, which is going to increase that requirement even more, because we're stacking them. So we got 10. All right, so Frantic 5, Savage 6 is what it takes to light that Watchtower. Savage 6 because there's two Red Watchers on the same wall. Temple Steps, Thievery to Kel, Red Watcher, Pet Repel. M7 Lithium with Amplify. All right, so Villar, we're going to light Strawman number 1. And Kel getting in the way everywhere. All right, she finishes off the wall. Let's rebuild it. Arc doing a lot of work on the wall. Several grenade shots early on. Villar with a gold bar. All right, 1 gold bar for Villar. It rhymes. Finishing off the wall, lighting Strawman. Red Watcher, Pet Repel. All right, end of the round, everybody. Captains, give me your round 3 subs, please. MPC, moving into the temple. Valar moving into the temple. No rage allowed at all. No benefits from rage at all from the temple tonight. In any way, shape, form, rampage, dragon storm, nothing. All right, let's give Problem Child a blessing, Valar a blessing. Strawman, 5 for Arc, 0 for MIR. DZ, 25-25. Skylight with 2 halos. B-Dub with 1 halo. Kel with 1 halo. All right. MPC heading out. And the master of disaster, the tower of power, the woman of the hour coming in. Where you at, Unforeseen? Right there in the bomber zone. And Arc, where's our subs? Pope coming in for Skylight. All right, Skylight heading over to the sidelines, but with those very important blessings. There you are. Pope. All right, lineup is going to be as follows. We got Unforeseen, Pope, Kel, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, JJ, and Valar. Again, Unforeseen will start out. We'll cap in a second. Then we got Pope, Kel, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, JJ will be back with us, and then Valar. All right, before we get to Unforeseen, both have placed their buffs. We are going to cap a 63 and a 63. That's 126 points in Kangs for MIR. They are going to get out of the gates and get the first flag of the game. 250-point flag right there. 1 flag to 0. Arc doing it with walls. MIR doing it with flags. We'll see what the other stuff accounts to. All right, everybody, here we go. Timers are in effect. Unforeseen. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Boss to Main Street is good. Manda playing boss in 3. Would cap in 5. Burnous to the wall. Little extra bonus damage on that wall right there. To the entire wall. Extra 20%. She's going to move to the temple stairs. Dropping a seal. Gonna steal Valar's Dominari. Double Dominari steals. No. Now we're talking. And an S8 Goliath loaded to the wall. All right, boss is good. Burnous is good. Move to the stairs. Seal. S8 Goliath, and then the Dominari Thievery. Julia says, wait. See what Julia's got up her sleeve. Mythic Blue from Pope. All right, Mythic Blue will hit Unforeseen. Before her seal kicks in. So Mythic Blue is going to take Unforeseen down to 70% health. Villar playing Hemlock. Always looking for the right time to play that Crypt Dragon. She was not happy about the Dominari Thievery. All right. She can rebuild a green block, but MIR has 85% green. So Hemlock not as effective as it could be, I guess, in some situations. It only rebuilds 15%. So that green block for MIR is now, it was 85 green, it's now full green. Okay? One more time. Boston Main Street, Burnous, movement, seal, Goliath is stopped. The Mythic Blue hits, takes Amanda down to 70%, and then Villar doing her crazy stuff with Hemlock. All right, let's go over to Pope. Before we get to Pope's turn, we are going to cap this boss, and that is a 73, a 63, and a 50. So that's 186 points of Kangs. 186. We're also going to cap the first boss. Flags are now 1-1. Pope, 20-second timer. We got Pope, and then we got Kel. All right. I got a there it is. Okay. I got his move and said, I'm locked out of YouTube. Watcher to rebuild, mass destruction 3, and rebuild stone. With Marty. Okay, it's got to be with Marty. All right, because that's his attack phase. All right, Watcher, Marty, mass destruction 3. All right, so Marty is going to rebuild. Take a Marty out of the game. And we'll rebuild that red stone. It is still dimmed. All right, regular Watcher. No points for it, but it now takes a S7 for that particular watchtower. Watcher, mass destruction, rebuild. All good. No issues. And let's go over to Kel from the boat. Kel, you're up. 20-second timer. What's up, Will Dempsey? Timer's up. Beat the timer. Thank you for that. Kel, gonna move down to the ozone. Vines to Pope, Skull to Pope, S6 glitch to the watchtower with Amplify. Let's give her Amplify right there. And Arc does have a full wall. Yep, I got it, Julia. Movement's good. Vines to Pope, Skull to Pope, S6 glitch with Amplify. Does it hit? Or do we stop any part of it? All right. Vines hit Pope. Gets rid of his gear absorption. Scold hits Pope. It's going to give Kel that. And look at this. Talk about a workaround. They light the watchtower with a pet. Crafty. S6 glitch to the watchtower. Going to flip-flop it. Even more crafty. That's game-changing right there. Kel with a scold to get absorption. Flips the strawman game. And lights a watchtower with Amplify. We might circle that move before the end of the night. That was a good move. Let's go to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. And Kel, you do lose your absorption for that glitch, by the way, because the straw man damages you. All right. Because you lit it, you take inhalation, so you just got it and you lose it. All right, Dragon Smoke. Dark Boss to their chest. Jim playing Dark Boss in 3 would cap in 5. Could be worth an extra 25. F5 Snowstorm loaded to the wall. And a hinder to B-Dub. B-Dub is now at -3 hinder. And she has a hinder this round from Masara. The max hinder you can have is -4. B-Dub is currently at -4 for this round. Hold on a second. I messed up with MIR. Give me a second. MIR, Kel threw that at the watchtower. So I need to light one more watchtower. So a couple things happen. One, Scold would have lit the watchtower anyway. And then Kel played the S6. So that does light the third watchtower. Movement, vines, scold to light the second one, glitch grenade to the watchtower, lights the third one. All right, now let's go over to the other side. Dragon Smoke from Jim. Dragon Smoke is going to relight the stone. Dark Boss is good. Hinder to B-Dub is good. F5 Snowstorm. So Jim Stone with F5 Snowstorm, but also they got 15 Mass Destruction. After the Mass Destruction, wall number 2. Slightly weaker than wall number 1. It's going to look very similar, though, but it's slightly weaker. Black block, green block after the Mass Destruction. Snowstorm. We've got 8 blocks up there, so we're going to roll it. 1 to 8. Number 7. All right, so block number 7 is going to be the next to the last one. This one is Frozen Solid. Both teams doing some shady business there. All right, after Gemstone, we go to B-Dub's sporting a -4 hinder. B-Dub, 20-second timer. We got B-Dub, Julia, JJ, and Villar. Timer is up. Nerf timer incoming. Beat the Nerf timer. Did not beat the regular timer. B-Dub is going to head over to the rover zone. I'm sorry, the O zone, not the rover zone, the O zone. Scold to Pope. Cyborg Hendricks, M7 Elmo to the watchtower. Cyborg, first thing's going to happen. We're going to light them like 1, 2, 3. They got 3 lit already. So let's give them that for 3. Then Hendricks going to light 3 more. Let's give them that for 6. That's the first thing that's going to happen. 6 are lit. Then Scold is going to hit Pope. It's important, the order of the way things happen. When Scold hits, it's going to light number 7. It's also going to give B-Dub an absorption. It's also going to take Pope down to 80% health. And then because she timed it just right, M7 Elmo lights watchtower number 8 and 10 points for the Elmo. Just like that, we got 8 watchtowers lit up. See, the game can change in a hurry. All right. Each team going about it their own way. Julia, you're up. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Julia moving to the DZ. When she does, she gets the absorption that got moved that should have been there. There was an absorption played by Villar with the Flourish Wand, and I think I moved it and gave it to B-Dub. So Julia goes through the Flourish area. F5 glitch loaded to the wall. And going to revolt B-dub. Revolt means she cannot play a T10 this game. And Kruger sealed a watchtower. Oh, I'm sorry. Kruger's going to put out a watchtower. All right, so Kruger is going to back this one out. All right, going to unlight it. F5 glitch. Let's flip-flop it again. Julia gets the straw man right back. Going to break Julia's absorption that she just got because of the straw man. Movement's good. Kruger puts out a flame. F5 glitch, flip-flops it, and revolt to B-dub. All right, let's go from Julia over to the captain from the cyborg zone. 20 seconds, JJ. Easily beats the timer. JJ says, I'm going to move over to my DZ. Going to play balls to the side chest. She can because B-dub capped. And that is 2 flags to 0. So that chest is free for JJ. JJ playing balls in 3 would cap in 5. Drop a seal. Amplify. And we're going to glitch it up again to the watchtower. Pay into M7 for the watchtower and a glitch. Julia. Does it hit? They're going to prevent it this time. Smart move by JJ. Wise prevention. Movement's good. Boss is good. Plays a seal. No flip-flop on the glitch and no M7 light. Now you can see the power of those watchers when they stack up. All right, final move in round 3. Valar, you're up. 20-second timer from the temple. All right, Valar is going to go Kruger, absorption. Max seal to Pope. Gavel grenade to the wall. And it is a gavel grenade with no tank bonus. It is a gavel grenade. So B-dub, you got a Kruger, a gavel, and they're going to revolt you so you can't play an S9 either. No T10, no S9, and you got a lot of hinder. Gavel does hit. Kruger, let's get rid of this one. So, that is going to take us down to 6. Now, I am going to light. I'm going to take one of these up here because we like to leave them lit up just in case there is a Kruger. So, there are 6. The next one would be the 7th. So, it would light this one down at the bottom. But for marker purposes, we're going to say MIR has one set of 3 and another set of 3 on the board. Gavel to the wall. Gavel. Mass destruction. No rage. 85% of a green block. 15 green remaining. So 3 rows of blue and 15 green. Not quite a full wall because there's no juice on it. All right, that is the end of round number 3, everybody. Another good round for everybody. This is the final round of the first half. Take a look at the board, how people are scoring, how they're playing. I gave MIR's flag to Arc. Let me flip-flop that. MIR has 2 flags. Arc has 1. There we go. Scoreboard should be right. 2 flags for MIR, 1 for Arc, 1 wall for Arc, none for MIR. There we go. All right. Let's go over to Amanda. Unforeseen. 20-second timer for you. Timer is up. Nerf timer incoming. She beat both. She beat the timer and the Nerf timer. Good job. Going to move to the temple stairs, which you already are there. You're good. You know what? Hold on 1 second. All right. Let me back up 1 moment because I forgot something. All right. So Amanda moves into the temple. Okay? Let me get she leaves her move up, but I'm going to explain this. So at the end of last round, I didn't give you guys the points. Amanda moved into the temple. Valar's in the temple, each with a blessing. Okay? Valar and then Unforeseen. Strawman was 5 for Arc, 0 for MIR. Pope with a halo. JJ with a halo. DZ was 25-25. Kel dim the ozone. All right, so we got all the clerical stuff out of the way. Now, Amanda is moving out of the temple. And because she's moving out of the temple, she does not possess the temple or get credit for it, but she can enrage. So she says, look, I'm not going to sit here in the temple because I can't throw my H9. I'm going to step out, leave it vacant, but I am still on the steps. Then she drops the pet repel. Then she plays a Mythic King to Main Street. Could be worth 63. And then she does BDSM. What? What are you typing there? Oh, Main Street Boss. Okay. I wasn't sure of the letters you were typing there. I'm going to get myself blocked from my own channel. It's like, I better watch it. I'm live. All right. She does Boss to Main Street. H9 Goliath loaded to the wall. Moves out. Pet repel. Mythic King. Julia H9 Goliath to the wall. Julia. Hits. Wait. Captain? Captain, beam me aboard. Arc? Okay. Gold blue from the assassin. All right. Second blue of the game for Arc. That is going to break Amanda's seal. Move out. Pet repel. Pet. Grenade. Stopped. Breaks her seal. All right, let's go over to the DZ on the other side and go over to Pope. Pope, you got 20 seconds. Got Pope, then we got Kel, and then we got Jim. Beats the timer. Binds to B-Dub. Axis to B-Dub to the no zone. All right, you got binds. Then Axis will deal damage. If it deals damage, it'll go into effect. Mythic Kang, and then an H10 Goliath to the wall. All right, I'm going to move him to get into range. Going to play Amplify. Can only play one more Amplify. There's 5 Amplifies on that wall. And a Mythic Kang. Pope does have a Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. And then an H10 Goliath. So we got an attack on B-Dub, a legend on B-Dub, and then we've got a Goliath H10 variety to the wall. All right, B-Dub says I'm going to stop it all. All right, going to Sly Shaw. Sly Shaw will get rid of all her buffs. We'll make her invisible. I'm going to put this here so y'all can't see her. But you can see her. Okay, hold on. All right, she's invisible. That cloud over her makes her invisible. You can't target her until she decides she wants to show back up. And a gold blue. Second blue for MIR. Each team has 1 blue remaining. Gold blue is going to break Pope's seal, so no wall damage. All right, again, binds and Axis to B-Dub. She Sly Shaws. You can't see her. He amplifies the wall. He plays a Mythic Kang, throws a big, big grenade, and B-Dub shuts it down with a gold blue. Let's go over to Kel. 20-second timer, Kel. We got Kel, and then we got Gemstone. Beats the timer. Kel's going to move to their rover zone. So, you know, it's time to ditch the boat. Mythic Kang to Amanda's boss. Kel playing Mythic Kang, possible 63. Seal and Thrill. Lantern Red Eye to the Ozone Dragonstone. It is going to shatter it. That green stone is gone. Kel, who do you want to hinder? And that is a second bullseye for Kel and a second Dragonstone for Kel. All right, so I've got a hinder for Jim and a hinder for Julia. All right, movement's good. Kang is good. Seal and Thrill is good. S6 Lantern with a specialty grenade shatters it and then gets the hinder. All right, let's go over to Gemstone. 20 seconds, Gem. Jim, B-Dub, Julia, JJ, and Villar. Beats the timer. Jim going to drop a Mythic Kang to her boss. Seal and Thrill. May or may not resolve. She has a seal already. We'll see. M7 Monster with Vex. What's the target, Jim, for the monster? To the wall. B-Dub. M7. She does have a point of hinder, but she's got a seal and thrill, so it keeps it at M7 with 15 mass destruction and a whole lot of sweet music on that wall with the amplifies. All right, it's not prevented, so Vex does not factor in. Each one of these blocks, if they're hit, are going to scale 2, 4, 8 additional, but it'll go to each individual block. All right, we got 15% of a green. Doesn't take much to get rid of that. That is out of play. Amplify plus mass destruction. 17% bonus damage on top of it. Takes out the blue block. 21% bonus damage to the next blue block. Takes out the blue block. And the third blue block. Sorry, that was 19% damage. Takes all but 10%. Of that, then the carryover damage from the rage. And then 30% of blue blocks. So we had 15 green off the board, 2 full blue, and 10%. We're taking it down to 90 blue. 4 red and 90% of her blue block left on the board. They are amplifying. Let's go from Gemstone over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. B-Dub says, I'm going to jump down. And she can, actually. When you go off the ozone, doesn't cost you a movement penalty. B-Dub jumping down to the rover zone. A little bit of pet repel. Time for Sirs. An F5 monster loaded to the wall. And Revolt on Julia. No T10. All right, B-Dub playing Sirs. And that is going to get rid of her Hinder and the Revolts. So she is not under any negative effects. F5 monster loaded to the wall, plus they got Burnoost, plus they got some Amplify. Not a ton of mass destruction, but they do have the Burnoost, which is 20% bonus on top of it. All right. We do have a problem. And I don't think this has happened because usually people don't take this path. But I cannot give you the rover zone, B-Dub. All right, so let me explain. I'm going to let you go back. And I'm going to be fair with this because B-Dub cannot drive the rover across the bridge. So she may not have saw I took her rover away. So B-Dub, I'm going to let you pick another zone to go to if you choose to, or change your attack. Because when she went from the DZ to the O-Zone, she can't drive her rover across the bridge. So if you move to the rover zone, you're going to be out of grenade range. So you can either, okay, so she's going to move to the bomber zone. And just as an FYI, I don't know that we've done that before, but I just want you guys to know that you can't drive your rover there. All right, so she's going to jump down to the bomber zone instead. She's no longer invisible. And I removed her rover, and I didn't tell her I was removing her rover, so that's why I'm telling you guys now. All right, Julia, does it still hit? Any change to that? All right, still hits, but B-Dub relocating where she's in range. All right, so let's get the damage on this wall. It's going to be nice, that 20% bonus from the Burnoost. And remember, they got a full green because Villar rebuilt it. And we got to add this Amplify on there. 2% Amplify as well with their 6 mass destruction. Green block. Green block. %30 of a blue block. 70 blue remaining. And I did not calculate her 20% Burnoost. So it's going to be more than 70, or less than 70% remaining. 10% of a blue block remaining. So instead of 70, after the Bernous factors in, that blue block is barely holding on. So they got one full blue and 10% of a blue. Bernous eats up walls fast. Movement's good to the bomber. Pet repel. Sirs gets rid of negative buffs. So she gets the full F5, and then she plays the revolt on Julia. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Julia from the DZ. 20 seconds. Julia heading up to the bomber zone. Dragon Smoke is played. Silver Spark is played. Mythic Vessel. H9 Gavel is played. Got a big grenade, B-Dub, and some other stuff. Mythic Vessel as well. Mythic Vessel is going to add F4 Rage. So to be 1 Rage plus 3 temporary Rage, the round is played, which is a S13. Gold blue from JJ. Final blue of the game for MIR. And the Dragon Smoke fizzles out because there is no gem in the socket. Kel got rid of the gem, which means the Dragon Smoke cannot reignite it. All right, movement is good. Dragon Smoke fizzles. The grenade is stopped. And Vex, it was not a prevention. All right, let's go over to JJ. 20-second timer, JJ from the DZ. We got JJ, and then we got Falar. All right, Mass Destruction is up to 9. Beats the timer easily. Mythic Kang to her boss, and a glitch to the Watchtower. Let's put a Mythic Kang over there. Could be worth 63. Julie, you got a E1 glitch to Watchtower number 7. Hits or wait? Does hit. Let's flip the Watchtowers over again. Let's give MIR that 6th one up there as a marker. And then let's give them the 7th one that she just lit up. So 7 Watchtowers lit. We flip the Watchtowers. And JJ, you do lose your seal because of the lighting of the straw man. All right, final move in the first half. Valar from the temple. 20 seconds, Valar. Look what Amanda started. Amanda's a trendsetter. Valar's going to move to the temple steps. She's going to Talon Pope to the DZ. Going to put some dust smoke on Bonnie. I'm not going to put it on Bonnie because it's going to go away at the end of your turn anyway. Not the best use of your dust smoke, but you got it for a half a second. But you got an S8 snowstorm to the wall. With Nap. Oh, with the Napoleon. I thought she was going to take a nap. All right, S8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Snowstorm doesn't matter. But wow, that's a big grenade hit. Napoleon grenade launcher. 8, 9 from the launcher. And because she gets the tank bonus by moving out of the temple, the rage requirement is a 7. So no snowstorm effect, but a very big grenade attack. Amanda's showing them how to do it. And we got Amplify on top of it. Biggest grenade hit of the night. Right there. 90%. Red block. Red block. Red block. 1 red block remaining. I don't understand the question, Julia. What's the difference between JJ and everybody else? Are you asking because she's hindered? She lit the first watchtower. The rage requirement is on the second watchtower. Anytime there are 3 lit, like there was, let me explain this to you guys again. Okay, I used to take down all the watchtowers and start it from scratch. And then we rolled out Kruger. And because we roll out Kruger and people can put out watchtowers, I leave those 3 lit, which means that if you're going to light it, it's always going to go back to the bottom one. It's always going to go back to the first one. So there were 6 watchtowers lit. So when JJ lights one, I just remove these markers. And then she lights this one, which is what she did. The requirement is on the middle one. All right. We got the big damage from Valar. That is the end of round number 4. Can we get subs coming in for round number 5, everybody? Give me a round 5 subs. Correct. That middle watcher serves as 2, 5, and 8. All right, we got Dow coming in for Pope. All right, so let me do a couple things before we bring in the subs. Valar will rotate into the temple. I'm not going to take her tank. She's going to lose it anyway. Amanda's going to rotate into the temple. So we're going to give a blessing to Amanda, and we're going to give a blessing to Villar. Strawman, 5 for MIR, 0 for Arc. Give a second halo to Pope. Second halo to JJ. And DZ, I got 25-25. Thank you so much, Amanda. We have a blast when you play, too. Always fun. All right, so we got Sheila coming into the Ozone. Both teams did unlock sentry guns. Over on the other side, we've got Fly for Amanda, Samurai to the Ozone. Nobody loses any buffs or any elevation because the people that were elevated didn't have any buffs. All right. Looks like the order is going to be as follows. We'll start out with Fly Rod, but we'll cap the boss prior to him playing his move in a second. Then we'll go to Dow, then Kel, then Gemstone, B-Dub, Julia, JJ, Villar, Samurai, and Sheila. All right, before Fly Rod's turn, we're going to go to the boss on Main Street. We're going to cap boss number 3. And I got 126 points in Kangs. Flag number 3 and 126 points. All right. Let's take it over to the champ. Fly Rod, you got 20 seconds starting right now. Angel, you can't play it. The move has to be sent to me. And I got to know about it. If there's going to be a first move that's not played, it's got to be sent to me. It's got to be communicated with me. All right, I'm going to skip. Yeah, and as long as that's communicated with me in advance by him, there's just certain rules for one player, and we're going to skip him. But so you guys know, number one, it has to be sent to me. I'll authorize the first move, and it can't be changed. If somebody disconnects, then they need to send it to me, and then, of course, they have to be present for their second move. It's the same way all the time. All right, so, and we don't have any choice. So we have to skip and stay with the same rule. All right, B-Dub's call. We ran the timers. So we're going to go to Dow. Dow, 20-second timer. Now, because they did skip the first move with Fly Rod, B-Dub will be able to sub in another player. So it only cost them a one-turn penalty either way. Smart move, actually. All right, going to rebuild a stone. Boss to Main Street with Mass Destruction 3. Dow playing boss in 5. Would cap in 7. Going to rebuild the Dragonstone. It is still dimmed. And Mass Destruction. It's all good. All right, we're going to go over to Kel. Now, again, Fly Rod cannot be targeted either. So you can't target him with any abilities, but if he's not here by his next round, B-Dub can sub him out. Kel, you got a 20-second timer. Timer is up. Nerf timer incoming. Beats the Nerf timer. Kel's going to move to their tank zone. Slide over Villar. Gold Gideon. minus 24. Torment to Dow. S8 Elmo to the Watchtower and render Sheila. So Sheila can have no T10. Sorry, that would be a revolt. Sorry, Sheila. Render is 2 scoring pets. Sacrifice 2. I think we know one of those 2. Mythic Kang, so no more scoring pets. And the S8 Elmo. It's going to light Watchtower number 8. Yep, no worries. Movement's good. Gold Gideon, Torment, Elmo to the Watchtower, and Render gets rid of the Kang. Good move by Kel. All right. After Kel, we're going to cap Gemstone's Boss and 2 Kangs. We got 126 points in Kangs. Flags are now 3-2. And Gemstone, 20-second timer. Gem easily beats the timer. Torment to JJ. Ward to Villar. Gem's going to turn into a ninja. Rendered Samurai. And S8 Monster loaded to the wall. Lot of grenade. We got the remnants of a block left. We'll see if B-Dub lets it hit. But taking no chances. JJ going to Phantom Cape to Torment. Nice. And B-Dub rest hits. Cinco and Orbital from Samurai. All right, Gemstone with a gold bar. And that is wall number 2. Two walls. MIR's working on their first one, but MIR scoring in some different ways. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20-second timer. Not beat the timer. Going to go Ward to Samurai. Dust to Julia. St. Elmo to light up Watchtower, number 9. See if it hits. Does hit. Arc stalled for as long as they could, but lighting up Watchtower number 9 with an Elmo, MIR. B-Dub with a 9 award. All right, we go from B-Dub over to Julia. Julia beat the timer, moving to the rover zone. So she is where she needs to be. Cuba Clarity. Her second half attacks using her legendary. Cannot be prevented by player preventions this half of the game. Prevented is the key word there. Playing Sirs to get rid of her negative conditions. Dropping a Heal Smoke and a S6 Snowstorm loaded. And going to render Riley. And a couple things is you have no Vex from last turn. 1, because it was not a player prevention. Number 2, you have no Vex from last turn because Vex does not go turn to turn, and it goes from you to the next player if it's stopped. So I'm going to give Arc a delay a game warning. If you guys put an ability in there, you got to know what the ability means. So it's kind of like a double whammy. All right, so both teams have gotten a delay warning. Next one results in a 5-point penalty. Samurai going to Judas that grenade to the MIR wall. Julia, they're going to redirect it. So cannot be prevented, but it can be redirected. Rover Zone is good. Legendary is good. Healing Smoke is good. Sirs is good. And the Judas is going to redirect it. Julia says, wait. Mythic Blue from Dow. Final blue of the game for both teams. So Mythic Blue is going to hit Samurai. Is going to take her down to 70%. It's going to be a big grenade shot using a legendary. Good plays by both teams. All right, let's go from Julia over to the captain, JJ. 20 seconds. Ace is Roxy for a straw man. Torment to Julia and a straw man shot, and they're going to render Dow. All within the timer. I also need Dow to confirm the Mythic Blue. Julia? I need Dow to confirm the Mythic Blue, and I also need his renders. All right, Roxy to straw man. Is good. Inferno to straw man. Is good. JJ, you're taking 10. Remember, health did reset this round, so I got JJ down to 90. Orbital and Cinco. Thank you for that. And let's get that Torment over on Julia. All right, we go from JJ over to Villar and Ward. 20-second timer, Villar. All right, 1 second. Yep. And Samurai, you got another render last round, so if you can type that as well. All right, Villar moving to the temple steps. No more scoring pets for Samurai. Thraxus for Villar. Be a +3 in Dragonstorm. Wicked Boss to the side chest. Villar playing Wicked Boss. Wicked Boss. MIR does have a boss out. MIR does not have a boss out. Going to back up. All right. Wicked Boss will come out, but it will have no effect because JJ capped prior to Villar's move. So we've got a 63-point Kang for MIR. And we got MIR's fourth boss. All right, then on Villar's move, she plays Wicked Boss, which is fine. She can play Wicked Boss or regular boss, whatever she wants. But when she plays it, MIR does not have a boss out, so there's no boss penalty. So it's just the impact of a regular boss. So Villar playing boss in 5 would cap in 7. Going to Gold Spark Samurai. F5 Snowstorm. Going to render Rise. She's out of scoring pets. And the Snowstorm. All right, F5 Snowstorm. Mythic Sonar from Kel and B-Dub. So they're going double Mythic. Question's going to be, will it take down a black block or not? Third wall. Third wall's a little stronger. All right, so let's calculate this. After mass destruction. F5 Snowstorm is going to be the equivalent after mass destruction of an F5 monster. We're going to take 40% off the F5. Little less than E3. We'll take 40% off the power of the grenade. E3 Navy. Little less than E3 Navy. E3 Navy on a black block. $65% of a black block, 35 black remaining. Double Mythics. Nerfed it down. Nicely done. Villar going to add Intaglio to it. We're going to kick it up to an E5. Adds another almost 50%. Does take down the black block. And 10% of a green block. 90 green remaining. Snowstorm effect for Team MIR. They have 6 blocks remaining. We're going to roll the die to see what the snowstorm does. It is number 6. This is going to be back-to-back snowstorms. So block number 5 and block number 6 are both frozen. That wall's still burnused. That's the second time a snowstorm has been active on this wall. But did manage to pull the intaglio out. All right, we go from Villar over to Samurai. Gold Spark Samurai, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beats the timer. She's going to go Thraxus to B-Dub. That'll give B-Dub a +3 in Dragonstorm. She's going to get in the turret. Wisely done. Boss to their chest. Nice 1-2 combo by MIR. Set up the ward and then the boss play. Samurai playing boss in 5 with cap in 7. We got 3 bosses on the field right now. Going to send Torment over to Jim. Blue Spark, S8 Monster to the wall with Mass Destruction 3, Samurai. It's up to 3. It puts you up to 12 total. All right, I got S8 Monster. 12 Mass Destruction on top of it. She's going to Blue Spark herself. And she gets a turret bonus. Dow going to use Pain. That does mean it hits, though. All right, so Riley's getting the full effect of it. Blue Spark gets her back to normal. S8 Monster plus a turret makes it 10. T10 Monster, second biggest grenade on that first wall. And the Mass Destruction added to it. And 20% on top of it. Because of the weakness of the wall. All right, we start out with that 10% of a blue block that MIR's got. Barely any blue left. Crushes it. Blue block. Red block. Red block, and it stops because of the snowstorm. It's a big hit. Half that damage is going over to the arc wall because of the pain. $90 green, full green after the amplify. Two big hits. Big hit by Samurai and a big hit by Dow, just with the legendary effect there. All right, and the final move of round number 5. 20 seconds to the Shaman. Timer's up. Nerf timer incoming. Beat the regular timer, but did not, or I'm sorry, beat the Nerf timer, but did not beat the timer. Grizz to JJ. Banish wand to Dow. Dow cannot be launched or knocked back. Hop in a turret, a little bit of dragon smoke. Mass destruction is up to 21. S8 Goliath loaded. All right, so we got an S8, 9, 10. And a Grizz, B-dub. Does hit. We're going to launch Samurai over to the other side. At least for now. Put you right there, Samurai. Dragon Smoke will hit. Banish Wand to Dow. 8, 9, 10 with 21 mass destruction. It's a full blue wall. With Amplify. Blue block. Blue block. Put Samurai back. Launch JJ. That's even worse, JJ. JJ over in the no zone on the other side with the Grizz. That was angry. %. This is 28% bonus with this Amplify. Blue block. 3 blue blocks for the Shaman. Yes, and I can't fully answer that question, Kel. It is set to resolve, yes. Does it make sense? I'll let you think about it. But yes, it is currently set to resolve. All right, at the end of the round, Valar rotating into the temple. B-Dub, do we have Fly Rod, or are you going to sub someone in for Fly Rod? MPC's coming in for fly. Dow getting a blessing. Ark has 3 straw men. I'm sorry, MIR has 3 straw men lit up, 15 points to 0. DZ is Dow by himself, 25 for Ark, 0 for MIR. All right, by my calculation, Kel, you have the siege. Is that correct? Can you confirm? And we got a mission bonus for Team MIR. MIR with a 50-point mission bonus, and they will unlock the stealth bomber in the final round. And we are moving to Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm, we will do a die roll. Four-sided die to see what the bonus is going to be. It is a 1. It is a baby Dragonstorm. E1 bonus to all attacks. All right, we will start out round number 6. MPC, you are on the clock. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Nerf timer incoming. All right. Now that MPC has got their turn, Blaze to the wall, move to the temple stairs, torment to Valar. Kel, to answer your question, it's not the end of the game. It does resolve. However, if MPC would have went over and played Unholy Smoke on the Dragon Smoke, it would have backed us out, and it would have nullified that because MPC was the next player to go. Does that make sense? It would work the same way that a Fear Smoke would work. All right, Blaze to the wall. Move to the temple stairs. I just couldn't say it that way. F5 monster loaded to the wall. And who's playing the Phantom Cape? Valar? Sheila? All right, Sheila's playing Phantom Cape. to get rid of the torment. That's fine. Blaze and F5 monster hit, Julia. All right, so this is a bad part of back-to-back snowstorms. So Blaze hits, boom. It's good. Gets rid of that. Then B-Dub's got this big grenade she's throwing. So it hits. But as soon as it hits, it stops again because another block. So there's no carryover damage. So now we're kind of here again. Blaze breaks it. Then the grenade hits. Would have done carryover damage, but then it stops right in its tracks. All right, let's go from MPC over to Dow from the DZ. He is tormented. 20-second timer. Got Dow, Kel, and Jim. Gonna torment B-Dub. Torments B-Dub. And I got a 5-point penalty for Team Arc. Double smoke. No thrill smoke. Goliath, blue spark to the wall. Mythic Kang to his boss. All right, so I'm going to move him out of the DZ into the no zone. Mythic Kang is good. And he gets the E1 from the Dragon Storm. So we got an E1 Goliath with a blue spark. And no amplify on these. $60 red. After the Dragon Storm, finish off the red block. Remember, this is a stronger block, and you do have a ton of mass destruction, but not a lot of juice on there. 3 full red blocks remaining for Team Arc. Torment's good. Rest stuff goes through. And the Kang. Let's go over to Kel. Kel, 20-second timer for you. Kel's in the opposing team's tank zone. Got Kel, then Jim, B-Dub, then Julia. Did not beat the timer. Kel moving to the temple. And is able to occupy the temple. Because MPC is chilling on the stairs. Curtis to the wall. Thrill, lithium loaded to the wall with Shatter. All right. Shatter hits the block underneath first. So shatter happens first. Going to take that wall down to 75%, even though it's got an ice block on top of it. So, Julia, we got Curtis to break it, then Thrill, then Lithium, then Dragonstorm. Or Dragonstorm, yes. Hits or wait? Julia, hits or wait? Hits. All right. Curtis going to break the block. Kel taking down the block. Let's rebuild it. MIR getting their first full wall off the board. It did have Bernus on top of it as well. There's no doubt about it. That wall was going down. Kel with a gold bar, and there are no Dominaries to stop it. And Lithium, going to light Straw Man number 4. All right, let's go over to Gemstone. You're up and you are tormented. 20-second timer. You have a -1 hinder that will get rid of your Dragonstorm. So you're even money right now. Beats the timer. She's going to play Nolan. A Torch Wand to Straw Man for no points this round. Red Wands are now out of play. Goliath with Rampage. With Mass Destruction. Arc Spark, Silver Spark. It's 80% of a red block. We've hit a little bit of a halt here. 20% red remaining. Slow sailing on this wall. 2.2 left on the board. Torment is painful. B-Dub, you were tormented as well. 20-second timer for B-Dub. And a fresh wall. That needs a black block as well. There you go, B-Dub. Full wall. No Bernus on this one, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. B-Dub moving to the tank zone. Going to send Torment over to Villar. I'm going to take B-Dub's Torment since it'll fall off at the end of this round. I'm going to put it on Villar. B-Dub going to use Ancient to double her personal Mass Destruction. Talon JJ to the DZ. Get her back over there. And Snowstorm loaded to the wall. All right, we got Snowstorm. B-Dub also has E3 bonus and Dragonstorm giving her a F4, Snowstorm. Julia, hits or wait? Wall number 2, remember, is slightly weaker than wall number 1. And wall number 3 is stronger. Sheila with the prevention. Movement's good for B-Dub. Torment is good. Talon is good. Snowstorm would have been nice to sneak in, but it was prevented. All right, we're going to go over to Julia. Julia's dusted and tormented. And cannot play T10s and has a hinder. 20 seconds, Julia. Julia, JJ, Valar, Samurai, and the Shaman. Been a great match so far. A lot of fun when these two teams get together. A close game. Our only Faction War match of the week this week is tonight. Timer's up. Not beat the timer. Julia going to summon Stonehenge. Going to Kimuri to the Ozone. Going to Torment Samurai. She can't play the Super Thrill, obviously. Does hit. So we're going to move Julia's Torment over to Samurai. So it's going to drop off. She called her own double smoke. So it is removed. Before it hits her a challenge, she plays Absorption. Snowstorm loaded to the wall. And no Super Thrill, so, either way. We'll start with Stonehenge. Stonehenge, we're going to put an Absorption on the first block. And we're going to put an Absorption on the final block. And last round, Valar got a blessing. So they should have 5 blessings up there, by the way. 5-4 on blessings. Stonehenge, Kimuri, Torment, Absorption, Snowstorm. It's going to give you an E1 Snowstorm, but you have a -1 hinder. So it's going to be a balance. So it's just going to be a regular Snowstorm. And it won't matter because Snowstorm's not going to have any effect anyway. You do have 20 red after Mass Destruction. We're taking the 20 red off the board. And 65 red takes us down to 35 red. So Arc with 1.35 red left on this particular wall. MIR has a fresh wall. Let's go over to JJ. 20-second timer, JJ. Don't do it. Don't do it, JJ. Come on. Splashing Valar. Out and about. Payback for almost stealing her boss. JJ with a wave award. And beat the timer. So Villar is waterlogged, cannot go back into the temple this round. Speaking of Villar, 20-second timer Villar. We got Villar, Samurai, and the Shaman. Timer's up. Nerf timer started. All right, we got Colossal Faust going to Julia. Remember, Faust rules change, so it only affects one of your PCP categories. That's a 50% boost to one of Julia's PCP categories. Blackout Wand, no DZ points this round. Arc Ice. Second one would put a absorption. Any damage dissipates the Arc Ice. Gavel to the wall hits. Villar does have a E3 bonus for her Thraxus. And she also has Dragonstorm, giving her an E4. E4 Gavel is taking down that wall. It's 1.35. Finally, an attack that got through. Thraxus helped her get the wall down. Villar with a gold bar. Making this game pretty close, y'all. This game is getting pretty tight. Both teams going about it in different ways, and there is some scoring. Let's rebuild it. That wall did take a minute, though, because it was a little stronger. All right, we go from Villar over to Samurai. Is tormented and in the turret gun, 22nd Samurai. Samurai going with the Seal and Thrill. Beats the timer easily. Thank you for that, Riley. Seal and Thrill Snowstorm loaded to the wall. Going to amplify it. Let's see if it hits. Got a Thrill, an E1, and 2. So we got an F4 Snowstorm to the wall, Julia. There is an absorption at the top. We'll see if it hits. Julia hits her weight. Arc. Come on, guys. Says wait. All right, we got to have a move. All right, Mythic Sonars. Who are they coming from? All right, I can't get rid of the Arc Ice because we know some damage is going to hit. So I was waiting on that to see if it was going to be prevented or what was going to happen with it. All right, they are on second wall. Jim and Julia, Mythic Sonars. We saw B-Dub do this on Arc's wall. So double Mythic Sonars back to back. There is an absorption on top of it, though, which is another 20% nerf to it. So Samurai, E. Got the Thrill. And a Turret. But it's going to be a 60% nerf to this. It's going to make it tough. Wow. All right. But they do have one Amplify. All right. So B-Dub at Natalia. Okay, there we go. Now we saw, come on, guys, and then Insania. All right, this is going to be a killer. All right, that's going to be a net -1. B-Dub adding Tayo and Dow adding Insania. Which is going to give it a net -1. All right, I'm going to factor it in so you guys can see how the math works out because it's got to go in that succession. 60% of an E3 is going to be a 1.3 rage and 60% nerf on the Snowstorm. Is going to be a Spruce. B-Dub bumped it up an extra 2, which would have made it a 3.3. Dow bumps it down 3, which gives us a third of a Spruce in rage. Does get rid of the absorption. But less than 1 rage on a Spruce grenade. It's a weaker wall, but it ain't that weak. %35 black, 65 black remaining. That is after the Amplify and the Mass Destruction. So again, those of you guys keeping score, Samurai had the Thrill. She had the Turret added to the Snowstorm. She had the Dragon Storm. 1 second. 60% of an E4. I'm going to give Riley a little bit more rage. 60% of an E4, not an E3. That's going to give her 2.3. B-Dub bumped it up to 4.3. Dow bumped it down to 1.3. Takes it down. Still not going to take down the block, unfortunately, Riley. But it does take it from 65 down to 30% of a black block. And Sonya was a killer. So no snowstorm effect, but she does still get the damage. Let's take it over to Shaman Sheila. Final move of round number 6. 20-second timer. Sheila. Both teams were on a fresh wall. Beat the timer. She's going to Talon Dow to the DZ. It will not matter, though, because there is a blackout wand. Super Thrill, H9 Monster to the wall with Shatter. Ouch! Yep. Let's shatter the black wall first to take it down to 75 black. But she played Monster. So it didn't matter because it wasn't a specialty grenade. So she was like, I know what I'm doing. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up. B-Dub says, wait. Samurai to intervene it. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Shatter goes through, but Samurai with the intervene. And that is it for round 6. Captains, give me your final 4. Everybody give me your final 4. MPC will roll into the temple. I got a blessing for Kel and MPC at the end of the round. Zero points for MIR from the straw man because of the torch wand. DZ, no blessings, no points, 0-0. B-Dub with the Occupy. Julia with the Occupy. All right, I've got Dow, Jim, Julia, Valar, MPC, Kel, B-Dub, and JJ. I've got Samurai and Shaman both getting Ace Awards. Valar is in the no zone. She was washed out. She's in whatever range she would be in range with the temple. Samurai heading out after getting that Ace Award. Shaman with the Ace. I've got a stealth bomber coming into play. And we're going to park it right over here. MIR with the mission bonus. All right, we're going to cap a couple walls this round. Likely. Team scoring in different ways. We will start out. The order is going to be MPC, Dow, Kel, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, JJ, and Villar. MPC, we'll kick it over to you first. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Nerf timer is active. Did not beat the Nerf timer. Oh, did beat the Nerf timer, barely. So did not beat the regular timer, but no penalty to the attack. Move to the temple steps. Sliding out a little bit there. Pet repel. Little arc ice to their wall. Could not play. Got a double smoke penalty for MIR, -5. Pet repel goes through, but the arc ice does not. H9 Trixie to Nolan and the wall. All right, movement is good. Pet repel's good. Arc ice is a smoke, so can't play that one. H9 Trixie to Nolan. Nolan dies. And to the wall with mass destruction. Gonna bump it up a little bit. But it is a Trixie. Pretty good juice on it, though. 30% of a black block. It's a weaker wall with Amplify. B-Dub taking down the black block. And after mass destruction and the additional juice on it, 30% of a green block. B-Dub. Not a bad Trixie shot. 70% green remaining. They all count. Let's go from MPC over to Dow. From the DZ, Dow. 20-second timer. Actually, hold up, Dow. Hold up. I got to cap your boss. So I've got a 63-point Kang on Main Street. And a third boss cap. All right. Sorry, I was doing some math there. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Go Talon Valar into the temple. Going to leave the DZ. H9 Wedding Crasher to the wall. Patton Super Thrill with Arc Spark. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. S13 Wedding Crasher with 21 mass destruction on top of it, B-Dub. We'll see if it hits or if we're going to wait. It does hit. It's a big hit from Dow. Fourth wall is not as strong as the third wall. It is similar to the first wall. Second strongest or second weakest, depending on how you look at it. Mass destruction is going to make the Wedding Crasher equivalent to a monster. And we did get the shattered black block. So we'll start with that. Shaman got the shatter on it. Finish off the black block. Green block. Green block. After amplify 40% of a blue block, you got 60 blue remaining. Let's go from Dow over to Kel. 20-second timer from the temple, Kel. Got Kel and Gemstone back to back. Beats the timer. Kel stepping out, knowing there's no rage inside the temple. Dune to Strawman, Arc Ice to their wall. Arc Ice will reset again, unless there's damage to it. Dune. Going to light a Strawman. Strawman number 5. Using the rocket launcher, and Gemstone is going to intervene it. Temple Step's good. Pet is good. Arc Ice is good. Grenade is no good. And she did beat the timer easily. Let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Vines to Kel, Grizz to Kel, or I'm sorry, Vines to Kel, Grizz to JJ. H9 Wedding Crasher from Patton. Jim's spreading the love. Like I'm gonna hit everybody. We'll see how B-Dub feels about it. Kel going to intervene the Grizz. All right, so let's do the Vines. Break Kel's seal. I'm going to take Kel down to 90%. Kel going to intervene the Grizz, so JJ is not launching. And B-Dub grenade hits. Does hit. So we got a 9. We got a 10 with the Patton. A lot of mass destruction and a lot of amplify. So Arc definitely stacked it tonight. So we've got, it's equivalent to an H10 monster yet again. And that will dissipate the Arc Ice. And we got the amplify. 2, 4, and 8. That's 60% of a blue wall. Take out the 60. Next blue block. Next blue block, 2.6. And 40%, 3 full blocks. So 60% red remaining. 3.6 left on the board. Arc scaling up with the damage late. Vines is good. Grizz is no good. Grenade is good. Let's kick it over to B-Dub from the tank zone. 20 seconds, B-Dub. B-Dub going for a ride, hopping in the stealth bomber. Oh, yeah. Fly it around town. Top Gun for B-Dub. 50-point Top Gun bonus. Dune to Strawman. Max Seal to JJ. And some shatter. Shatter that block. Take it from 70% green down to 45 green. Scratching my head with this one, but we got to do it. All right, B-Dub double attacking the Strawman. So they're going to Dune number 6, but she played the Inferno just to double dip on it to make sure. So B-Dub lighting Strawman number 6 with Dune. And then Julia intervening the grenade that was not going to hit anyway. B-Dub with the Torch Award. All right, let's go over to Julia's like, that's an oops. Let's see if Julia makes up for it. It happens, right? 20-second timer. B-Dub, nice 1-2 combo shot there. Julia, 20 seconds starting now. We got Julia. Then we got JJ, and then Villar will bring it home. Julia going to pirate to sub. Yeah, probably not the worst move I've ever seen. Pirate to sub. Super Thrill. S8 Grizzly to the wall. With Zulu with the Shatter. Start with the Shatter. It hits. 15 red. S8 Grizzly. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's not in the rover, so she doesn't get the extra bonus, but it is a S12 with mass destruction and the strongest grenade in the game. And it's 3.15. That's 0.15. Red block, and a red block. And had a little bit of damage left to carry over. Big hit at the end with the Amplify. Julia with a gold bar. Mass Destruction and Amplify. Crazy combination. Wall number 4. We're going to rebuild it. All right, let's take it over to JJ. JJ, bring us home for Team MIR. And you know what? We're going to cap a boss over on the side. That's going to give MIR flag number 5. MIR's still strong on the flag game. Back it up. Kel, that is a good challenge. Dust was not factored into that attack. And there was overage to it, but that's 25% nerf to her damage. It's a very good challenge. Hold up. Going to recalculate from the top because it's 3.15. But the dust smoke is a 25% nerf to her attack. Dust Smoke will take out, and then some, their mass destruction, because the Dust is a 25% nerf, and they got 21 mass destruction. .15. Red block. Red block. There was some carryover. It's 45% of a red block. There's 55% of a block remaining. So no gold bar on that attack. Good attack, nonetheless, and a good challenge as well. All right, JJ. Is that the whole move? Absorption potion? I'll start the timer just to be sure. Oh, I was like, I didn't know what you're doing. All right, there's the attack. All right, JJ getting the boss cap. Curtis to the wall. H9 Trixie to Villar and the wall. Curtis will break Villar's absorption. Or I'm sorry, Trixie will break Villar's absorption and her seal. Curtis will hit the wall, but we'll see what Julia's going to do. The grenade to Villar, the grenade to the wall. Which one? To the wall. It was a trick question because nobody else is going to go, obviously. So Curtis is going to hit, and let's see what Curtis is going to do. 45 green. Curtis ain't taking down the rest of that. Take you down to 20 green. All right, does hit. The Trixie would have helped if both those would have went through. Curtis took the wall from 45 down to 20. The Trixie would have gotten rid of the block, but it was stopped by prevention. And let's go over to Villar. Villar is going to cap her boss. So Arc barely losing the flag game. And Villar, you got 20 seconds. Final move of the night. Mythic Gideon for MIR. Going to shatter. And Lithium B-Dub. MPC preventing the grenade. All right. So Villar not able to get that final gold bar. That would have been a nice little bonus there. And the shatter. Does not take down the wall. So, good prevention there. Villar would have probably saved about 100 points there. All right. Hey, everybody. That is where we leave it. It's a good game. Craziness. So let's wind some things up here at the end. JJ. Halo. DZ. MIR 25. Arc 0. Villar getting a Temple. Villar 5 rounds. They put the sub. They put the pirate on the sub, so Villar able to get a orb award. Yeah, Sirs doesn't work on dust. All right, let's move Kel or Problem Child. Either one in because they're going to get a blessing out of it. One second. So, yeah, it would have dropped off, but B-Dub played it in the second half of the game. So it didn't drop off in round 5 because it was played in round 5. All right. So back to the score. We'll count down the blessings. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, for each team. And each team is going to benefit from it. As you can see, with arc, they're going to take down their fourth wall. And then we're going to count down 5 blocks. Which takes us down to the blue. We go over to MIR. MIR has 6. MIR not getting, well, I won't say they're not getting as much benefit, but MIR did not have a wall game tonight. They kind of steered away from it. Let's go back to the right wall. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So MIR with 1 wall and a half. But they made it up in a few other crucial areas, so we're going to factor that in. And strawman, they did get to 6 strawman. All right, so adding 100 points from the strawman is definitely going to help. All right, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Before we get to anything, first of all, I want to say great job to both teams. Great job to everyone. And I want to take my hats off to MIR. MIR had some struggles tonight with their lineup, but, regardless of the outcome of this game, not skipping a beat, replacing the player, going out, keeping your head up, playing the game. It's tough to play. Everybody's been there. It's tough to play when you're down a legend. Things happen. We understand it. But, you guys went out there and played it tough, even under some very adverse circumstances tonight. So we'll, not only is it tough, it's also disruptive. You lose a legend, you lose a boss, you lose a prevention. We know how it works. But we're going to calculate the totals. We'll see what happened. And but either way, it was a great job. A lot of cool stuff by both teams tonight. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're back, and we got a winner tonight. This was a close game. It looked like it went back and forth, and there were different ways about it, but points are accumulated in some wild, wild ways in Play Dead Live. So here we go. We're going to start from the top. Let's take a look at a flag game. Flag game, we know that Ark was able to sneak in, get extra flag on Main Street. So they made the flags pretty close. Overall flags, 5 flags for Team MIR, 4 flags for Team Ark. So that's a 900 point to 750 point advantage MIR. We get to walls. Ark was absolutely a menace on the walls. They ignored everything else. No watchtower, nothing. We're like, we're hitting walls. We're doing a lot of stuff. They got a lot of points from it. 1,275 points worth of walls. That's the highest we've seen in a wall. MIR, not shabby. MIR got 450 points in walls. So stayed steady. They were getting points in multiple ways, but Ark spent a lot of their time slowing them down on that. So at this point, you've got Ark with a pretty healthy lead. About a 600 point lead, right? At that point. So go to Strawman. Strawman, there at the end, MIR had a surge. The Blackout Wand helped Ark out in that one round, but MIR came right back and got 100 points out of it. Overall, Strawman, 120 MIR, only 15 for Ark. So that chops away at the lead a little bit. Kangs, Ark with a slight advantage on Kangs. They were able to get their high-scoring Kangs out there. That was really the difference, 375 to 315. It was the upgrades in the Kangs that was the difference in points. Siege and Occupy. Big advantage for MIR, 250. Ark, 150. So there's another 100. Mission bonus. Listen to all these little bonuses that MIR got, how to add up. 50 points in a mission bonus. May not sound like much, but start to add it up. Watchtowers. You talked about Ark getting more walls. Well, MIR, 325 points in watchtowers. That's like getting another wall. We're getting close. So you go to Dragonstones. MIR, 2 Dragonstones. Another 50 points. You got the mission, you got the Dragonstones. Go over to Ark, no points with Dragonstones. DZ. DZ was even because of the movement, cyborg, everything else. Ended up being 100 to 100 in DZ. Different players won different rounds, but it ended up straight up even. And timers, Ark slightly better. Timers were not a factor, but Ark 270, MIR 250. A little bit of difference at the end with some of the timers to get the moves in. Overall, at that point, we've got a pretty close game. You've got Ark at 29-35 and MIR at 28-10. But now we got to get to the PCP bonuses. MIR did a great job with PCP, but Ark able to get some gold bars. 150 points in gold bars, Cannonball, Tire, Ace Award, Orb Award, and 50 points in the DZ. They had several players with 2 for a total of 375. Go over to MIR. Yes, they got a gold bar. They got a Cannonball. They got a Tire. They got a Wave. They got a Torch. They got a 9. They got an Ace. They got a Top Gun. And they got PCP for 425. So MIR winning the PCP game. You get down to extras. And extras would be the Gold Gideons versus the Mythic Gideons. The Red Watchers, the Dark Boss versus the Dark Boss, and the Elmos on the other side. Overall, because Ark had the Watchers, the Dark Boss, they didn't play a lot of Elmos, Ark ended up with a net positive 26 because they only had 1 Gold Gideon against them. MIR, 2 Mythic Gideons against them, and when you added their Dark Boss and their Elmos, they didn't play a lot of other scoring pets. MIR had a net of positive 14. Overall, even though, shorthanded everything, Ark barely pulling off the win, 33-61 to 32-49. With all that wall damage, MIR almost pulled out the victory. Less than a 100-point loss with all the adversity. So it was a good game. a lot of different ways to score. I think, lesson learned from tonight is you're in every game, and there's a lot of different ways to score. So I'm not going to go back through. I'll give you a list, Amy, but I'm not going to go for another 10 or 15 minutes with the PCP players. But I can give you an overall recap of it. 3 gold bars for ARC, 1 gold bar for MIR, Cannonball tires for both teams. MIR also had PCP points. They got a Wave Award, they got a Torch Award, a 9 Award, an Ace Award, a Top Gun Award, and PCP DZ. So they got them in a lot of different ways. Colossal Faust was big for ARC as well. That 50% bonus to Julia's Occupy points. There's an extra 75 right there. So, good scoring pets on both sides. Good gameplay on both sides. ARC barely getting out with a win on the road. But, again, like I said, MIR, you guys played great knowing that you guys were down a couple players tonight. So, tough to play down 2 of your key players. You guys have a great night. I enjoyed it. You guys played hard. I will see you hopefully Wednesday night for Battle Royale. Let's get everybody in and see who's going to win the Battle Royale Grand Championship. We'll talk to you all soon. Peace.